Have you ever pondered what might happen if India, with its diverse and vibrant democracies, implemented a one nation, one election policy? Let's dive right into this fascinating subject and explore the potential effects. The first effect to consider is the possibility of increased efficiency in governance. Implementation of the one nation, one election policy could streamline the electoral process, reducing the time and resources spent on frequent elections. This would enable the government to focus more on governance and policy implementation. Secondly, the policy might help in reducing election expenditure. With only one election, the costs incurred in conducting separate elections could be cut down significantly. This could potentially save a considerable amount of public funds. Thirdly, the policy could lead to a reduction in the disruption of public life. Frequent elections often lead to the imposition of the model code of conduct, which can disrupt normal public life and administrative activities. A single, synchronized election could minimize these disruptions. Fourthly, the policy might foster a more focused policy-making process. With the current multi-election system, policy-making often gets influenced by the electoral cycle. A one nation, one election policy could help in creating a more stable policy-making environment. Fifthly, the policy could help in curbing criminalization and corruption in politics. Frequent elections often lead to high campaign expenditures, encouraging corruption and the use of black money. A single election could help in reducing these malpractices. Moving on to the sixth point, the policy could lead to an improvement in voter turnout. With fewer elections, voters might feel more motivated to participate, leading to a higher voter turnout. Seventhly, the policy could potentially lead to a reduction in the misuse of power. With fewer elections, there could be fewer opportunities for those in power to misuse state resources for electoral gains. Eighthly, the policy could lead to a more balanced development agenda. With a single election, the government could focus on long-term development goals rather than short-term populist measures. Ninthly, the policy might lead to improved representation. A single, synchronized election could potentially lead to more accurate representation of the people's will at all levels of government. Finally, the policy might lead to a strengthening of the federal structure. By synchronizing elections at all levels, the policy could foster greater harmony between the central and state governments. In summary, the one nation, one election policy could lead to increased efficiency, reduced election expenditure, minimized disruptions, a more focused policymaking process, and a curb on corruption. It might also improve voter turnout, reduce misuse of power, promote a balanced development agenda, improve representation, and strengthen the federal structure. While the one nation, one election policy presents potential benefits, it's crucial to remember that its implementation would require careful consideration of various factors such as the diverse political landscape of India. Only time will tell whether this policy will become a reality and how it might shape the future of Indian democracy.